A rapid rise in global food and commodities prices has people protesting all over the world. So what can businesses involved in making products out of commodities such as corn, wheat, and rice do about the increased cost? Reporter Michael Wong talks to experts about how companies can streamline their processing operation.
Fuel prices at the pumps have gone up so much in recent months that angry truckers protested and created a blockade to Central to demand the government to lower duty on diesel fuel. Food prices are also increasing so often that the Consumer Council provides regular reports to keep the public aware. Led by the high oil price, which cracked $145 a barrel in recent weeks, the prices of commodities used in producing foodstuff, including corn, wheat, soybean, and rice, have also almost doubled from a year ago. Market watchers say companies processing food, whether it's bread, canned food, or packaged drinks, are feeling the pinch.
Rising inflationary pressures such as commodity prices, energy prices, and indeed wage pressures too, are leading to ultimately squeezed margins. And that will make it very hard for Asian corporates to grow their earnings strongly this year.
Already, numerous companies have issued profit warnings ahead of the financial results reporting season in August and September. Topping the list of companies advising investors to expect lower profits are Cathay Pacific and Chalco. Experts say there are things that companies can do to minimize the damage. Peter Isaac's company provides consultancy services to help firms to improve their bottom line, particularly those importing commodities for production.
Once you have a business who is taking an input, we can say, are you over-ordering? Are you ordering to the best, even though we can't touch the commodity price? But are you making the best use of your own capital to get the best value of raw material coming in?
Isaac's company develops what he calls a technical co-venture. The co-venture takes a client's technical expertise and mixes it with Proudfood's change management expertise to come up with ways to improve yield. The firm boosts yield at a sugarcane plantation in Brazil by 8%.
In the harvesting process, so that we train the workers how best to bring the crops in, where you cut the cane, how you cut it, how deep you cut it.
His company also helps a vegetable products maker to save labor costs by shortening growing time.
We did a project for Del Monte. Garden pea season was 8 weeks. We managed to reduce that to 6 weeks. We had agronomists going out into the fields, testing when the right time to harvest the peas were. We actually managed to take a week off at the beginning, a week off at the end.
For Hong Kong food processing lines, improving operation often means altering traditional practices.
What we've seen in a lot of our clients is that it's currently still art and not science. But we are trying to make sure that overall the key steps of the process are really managed effectively. For example, if they should have a scoop rather than using their hand or using a larger scoop, if you should have a portion measured scoop.
Another improvement that can be made is in the transportation of goods.
Logistics are difficult in Hong Kong. With fuel prices increasing, labor prices increasing, it's actually a very, very difficult logistics environment. We've seen cases where, because of the different locations and the difficulty getting trucks in, the truck schedules were such that they were delivering just a very, very small amount of food in each truck.
Mizuno says the company did so to make sure each batch of goods was delivered on time. But because the truck had to come back to pick up other loads for further deliveries, the running cost was sky high.
It has to do with route planning, has to do with timing of deliveries, right, and making sure that that whole planning and scheduling system works out.
Hugh Young of Aberdeen Asset Management says if all else fails, there's one last thing companies can do to sustain their profits.
What a lot of our companies have been doing is understandably altering the mix of products, so focusing on lower priced inputs, or indeed trying to get higher prices, so try and pass on through the price increases. But the spending public has been quite cautious at the moment.
Any comments, you can email us at moneymag@tvb.com.hk. And that's Money Magazine for this week. Thanks for watching. Good night.
And we'd just like to remind our viewers that you can catch the additional edition of Money Magazine again on Wednesday night at 1:05 a.m.